Hi, what's up, guys? It's your man Vector the Viper, aka V.E.C. Lafiaji in the house. I'm a chief in Lafiaji. Don't go and play. It's Amuludun of Lafiaji. Yes, and this is Voxafrica. Stay tuned. Welcome to the bloodline of Black Kings, real life, Black scenes, the Black Church, Black thoughts, Black scenes, Uganda, Bobby Wine, magazines, news flash, but old news like scenes, and we can't speak. Judge me, my jeans. I'm sorry, it's okay, Shongbon, okay, it's quite mean, but you can't hold the voices. Some of them go bust out.
We have way too many voices. This is Clubhouse. I'm African and blessed. I hold it down even when I face the stress. The kind of punches where if you make your face suppress. I mean, if life is a then this is sex. It's big energy when I flex. I think them scared of me, it's my guess. But what's beef to a man from the west? Cowboy, heart to a man with a chest. Cowboy, treasure where I carry deep within. But society is getting in between. The teen long like many limousines. But I did. King know the jabba. People love a bobo. This king is Jaja. Story of a slave to a king. And Barack boy where they relate many things. No be a shower if I many queens. You see this crown of clay is really a thing.
Instance, only got the grind in my system. Many water pass before drowning. Nothing shake the strength of a black man. Black man. In me, blood of my forefathers in me.
Oh, well, was the beef with MI real? Oh, yes, it was real. I am a man of directness. I like to be faced directly. I like to face people directly. My mom will say the same to you. My brothers will say the same to you. I don't believe in Fisara.
The black dream from the black hips and covered us with black wings. Woman with the heart of a king like drag queens. My mother told me wash your hand in the black streams for the
I felt like he wasn't being honest with himself. I felt like he was taunting, and he'd agree now. He was like, you don't need to taunt me now. In my life, I've thrown lines that people would think I was referencing somebody else and I was just being my creative self. But because I'm also not the most vocal or the most out there, or I'm an introvert pretty much, and I'm an introverted extrovert. Yeah, I don't mind going out, I don't mind hanging with friends, right? So I feel like it's an easy way for anybody who feels they have beef. I mean, if you have beef, come at me. I've done this in Unilag non-stop 3 years on beating my G. Come at me, I'm cool. But don't now try to assassinate my character, because you know I'm not the outgoing person, right? And that was what that was for me.
Steady chasing that paper daily. All the shit she made they be trying. But all the shit they for my black skin.
I did it on a record years ago. Most rappers think I'm being disrespectful just being me, but I wasn't thinking about you when I was saying what I was saying. Like, but they know me. If I was thinking about you, you will know now. I don't hide my mouth now. You will know. Like, when it was time to go, everybody knew. Like, I don't hide my mouth. So which one is you hearing that? If like say Vector the yabby with side of his mouth, me that I don't use side of my mouth, it's not functional. Bruh, I'm direct. Hence, when we made the record, it was easy because we had conversations before we got into the studio. And my conversation has always been ad infinitum, no matter what it is we enjoy and what we do in life. We are the ones in Africa today that have voice in Africa today. So what are we doing about the Africa of today? Like what can we do? It's beyond all of us just sitting down and be like, you know, things are what kind of, you know, you have double passports, run away and everything. I mean, that's cool, but don't you have relatives that will die if war breaks out? You'll still be scarred anyways. So when we are laughing at me, so when we got in the studio, for me, it was real. Yeah, it wasn't any, I don't like gimmicks. I've never used gimmicks to promote my record ever in my entire life. Never. I won't do it now. Like the crown of clay, there will be the crown of gold, there will be the crown of whatever it is, but the clay represents the body that houses every other thing that is adorned, that a crown is adorned with, rather. So I'm saying it's a crown of essence. And if you're of the, say, I was raised in Christian belief, and that whole ideology of man was made from sand, from earth you were made, from earth to earth you return, right? It only makes sense that the crown of such an essence would be superior over whatever definition they've given to what a crown is, because the crown is in itself only a symbol of the power of the person or the position of the person. So in my head, if we all came from clay, it's the crown of that essence. That's the crown of God. I know how my people feel. I know how they see me, bruh. I'm a kid that grew up in the barracks on Lagos Island that is Yoruba. That every societal recipe for destruction or statistic, I fit right in. He's a barrack boy. Police children know they ever get Larry. He's on Lagos Island. He's Yoruba. They are Raz. They'll break bottle. They'll choke somebody. And I grew up within that, but with a destiny of my own. I did hope for that because there's another Uganda reference in a Hennessy EP that's dropping very soon. We don't have a definite date yet, but I know that there was a part where I was like, you want to take a long time? We don't care, Museveni. That's it. Like, I'm home, away, I don't care. I don't care what power you think you have. I don't care what position you think you have. If I think it is wrong, I think it is wrong. If I get corrected, I will accept. Until then, I think it is wrong. So it wasn't necessarily I've had a record with Palazzo from Uganda before. It wasn't aimed at achieving any goal. I just saw so much news about Bobby Wine at that period. And if I truly believe in the unity in Africa, I will understand that as much as Nigeria has its own problems, but it's the problem of every other nation that is the African problem, which is why Black lives has to matter everywhere else. It's because the base of the Black lives, it's because at the base of the Black lives, it doesn't matter, or it appears like it doesn't matter. I know that we will make the moves that will inspire the people that are coming in the future generations to know that, if Vector will not be nobody if we talk to government, why can't I ask the appropriate questions? So yes, we're just amplifying unity, I guess. As a matter of fact, the fact that you are rated as below anything else in the world and you're still thriving and you're still doing greatness is testimony to the fact that you're a great existence. So if anything, I would still be about the freedom of the people and equality as a concept, right? Music is just an easing tool that, as I found out of recent, is an easing tool to what the purpose always was. I realized that we cut a lot of crews in Nigeria except the conscious one. We laugh about politics. We catch crews about gender. We catch crews about gender preference. We catch crews about everything but consciousness. Because that is the one part that all of us can at least testify to exist. We know it exists. We know we all have spirits. We know we all have soul. We know we all have that innate voice. But then again, we are Africans. All we've had to deal with before colonial advancement would be that understanding. And it's not hard to go back to. You don't have to not be tech savvy. You don't have to not like lights or anything. But the true value of that is in the spirituality of it. I felt like for a long time, say maybe the understanding that was had of, say, maybe African talents would just be like mainstream music that crossed over. I for a long time I didn't see African talent portrayed in its true essential self, like just gifted. Because in Nigeria, one thing we can all agree to or about is that the average Nigerian creative is multi-talented. I always felt like something was coming, by the way. Everybody in my inner circle would say to you, before the year 2020, I was very sure that something huge was coming. And it was going to create a shift. And prior to 2020, it was all just turn up music. A lot. But from 2020 to now, people have had time to evaluate the type of music they listen to, the character of the people making the music, and their hard-earned money, where they are spending it this time.
My friend stole some money passing through the corridor. I had to let it go. It was nothing to me. But he'd never know the friendship meant something to me. But the fool is a fool. Let the wise be the wise. He'll run away from his shield until the part where he dies. And I guess I will be there because I'm a G.
I'm interested in collaborating with any artist all over the world. Whether America, whether UK, whether Mexico, whether Brazil. Like, I understood what Fela meant when he said music is a spirit and you don't tamper with it. The only thing bigger than any artist's ego is the music, because your ego is within the music. If your ego is bigger than the music, you're a fool. Because what's giving you ego? The music. Da-da-da. So I'm that person. I'll catch a vibe with anybody, right? And Good Girl wasn't any different. Kind of like how I would prefer to work with a talented person over working with a big name. As for international collaborations, I feel like I haven't even exhausted all the collaborations in Africa yet. Not that on the album there are no international collaborations, but I love music in general, so on that note, it's music for me. But I'm more interested in what's happening in Senegal. Shout out to Dip. What's happening in Kenya? Shout out to Calligraph Jones. What's happening in East Africa in general? Shout out to Vanessa Mdee. I hope she gets back to singing. Yeah, there's that. If we really say there has to be unity now, like we all just have to unify realistically, but then also musically. So I'm open to international collaborations of any sort, but right now I'm more about everything we claim, we stand for. But I'm more about that in my everyday life. I'm just saying, at this point, now it's in my hand reach now, carry now, right? But then again, my hand reach Africa well, and Africa needs it more because a lot of African art acts need their art exhibited, for example, in Nigeria, since Nigeria is like the foundational takeoff hub most times for global, like now global African music, right? It's a takeoff hub. I'm interested in all of us moving together. So as for the collaborations, yes, there will be international collaborations. I'm interested in that. I'm a fan of Stormzy, not just his music, because I can't tell you that, but like his movement. Like I like the fact that Stormzy, he behave like stubborn goat.
Me last my old shapey for my checkpoint honey. You still take my body. Oh alone, oh baby. Me last my old shapey for my checkpoint honey. You still take my body, take my body. You still take my body, oh yeah. You still take my body, oh yeah.